Will all the students please stand to join us in singing a special song for our grandparents?
Well, good morning, everyone. It is so nice to see all of you. For those that I haven't had the privilege to say hello to personally yet, I am blessed to be the principal of this school. My name is Lorianne Rotz, not only a principal, but a graduate as well. So it's so nice to be here with all of you this morning. And you know, I figured, since thank you for the singing happy birthday, but what better way to have a birthday party, right? Just bring all of your closest friends. So thank you for celebrating with me. I love sharing this special day with you. I couldn't think of a better way. It's kind of a big birthday, so I couldn't think of a better way to share it than with all of you. So what a beautiful day. We actually have a special video for you. Yes, Mrs. Gardner? So we'd like to share this with you before we send all of our classes back so they can see it as well. But stay seated, because then I'm going to share some good news with all of you.
St. Mary Magdalene Catholic School prepares students for life with a quality, Christ-centered education in a safe and supportive environment. Families, faculty, and parish
share in the development
of the spiritual, academic, and social potential
of each student
as a unique child of God.
so at this time, I'd like for everyone to stay, but I'm going to share some things, just a state of the school, if you will. But at this time, I would like for all of those teachers who have their little friends with them, all of our students and teachers that are joining together today, go ahead and head back to your classrooms. Just those classes that their special loved one is the teacher today. Everyone else can stay right where you are. And as they are so quietly moving, they are fabulous, so quietly moving. Thank you for sharing in our video yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You can see the tradition of excellence that once upon a time, that yesterday, I actually saw some classmates in a couple of those pictures. It doesn't go back to 1961 for me, but I definitely saw some classmates in a couple of those black and white pictures. It's amazing how much has changed over time. So we'll let those classes go ahead and go back. So welcome, everyone. It is so nice to have you with us. And at this time, when you come and join us, I know it's been a little bit since we've been able to gather, but we don't talk about any of that. We just look at where we are today. So happy to be together, packed in this church. I love it. It is wonderful to be able to come together. And so I know, yes. I actually couldn't think of a better gift than to fill a church, right? Believing so strongly in Catholic education and start by filling a church. What a great way to begin. So I'd like to share just kind of where we are for today and building our future for tomorrow. Some of the things that we've done. I won't go back over the past couple of years with everything, but I'll kind of share a little bit of coming into this school year, some of the things that we brought in for our children. So I'd like to start with our capital improvements or our capital updates. And some of those things include, we did go, I know that technology, it can be a curse, but it can be a blessing, right? So we brought in one-to-one iPads for our middle school and enough for one-to-one for our students to work on that from kindergarten, actually our pre-Kers, through 5th grade, but always instilling those values, that responsibility that comes with using it. This day and age, I think that babies come out ready to program our phones. And so it is important for us to make sure that we teach them that responsibility, because it is what we as parents, as grandparents, as family members want to make sure we instill in our children each and every day. If you ask any of them, especially our middle schoolers, they will tell you the number one word that I always say that holds us accountable is respect. Respect for ourselves, respect for others. And if you ask all of the kids, they'll tell you that the number one thing is working on being the best version of ourselves. And so we do that in everything that we do. The other thing that you're going to notice as you go around is you're going to see our interactive boards. You've been seeing those for some years if you've been visiting with us, but now they're even more high tech. So if you get a chance when you go in the classrooms, don't hesitate. What we were able to do with some funding that we received is that we basically, because everyone wants to know, what happens to all that money when they start putting it out into our private schools? Well, the great thing is that we took a look at our 5-year plan and the wisdom of all of the people that I get to work with. We put it into a 2-year plan. So any funding we received, we took that long 5-year plan and we put it into a 2-year plan so we could go ahead and do all of our updates and our upgrades with any funding that we received. So one of those things that we did was our updating to our technology. Any of the boards that we would have needed over the course of the next 5 years, we went ahead and we were able to use funding to put them in now, so that is wonderful. The other thing that we did is we looked at all of our facilities, so primarily our bathrooms, and getting into those restrooms. If you use the outdoor one, it's not done yet, so not to worry. But it's in the works. As I speak, it's in the works. So we will be updating and upgrading those last bathrooms outside near the library. But outside of that, everything has gone to our touch-free. So it's something that was in our plan. I like to say, we looked at things and we wanted to make good decisions, fiscal decisions that would help with our sustainability over the next several years and our longevity of our schools. So we wanted to make some very smart decisions, not reactionary ones. Other things that we did is we went ahead and got into our PE equipment and we weeded out everything that we needed to and purchased all new PE equipment. We addressed our sports and got new uniforms for the kiddos, and so they look great, they play great, they're very excited. So if you get a chance today, don't hesitate to go over and check out our gym over there. We also, throughout the entire school, we did put the UV lighting into our school. This is a very smart decision because there are illnesses all of the time in our schools, and we've been able to minimize those illnesses. So our UV lighting actually just circulates that clean air coming back into our classrooms. That's wisdom in schools at any time. We do have someone that still goes through and keeps all of our doorknobs and everything clean. Again, smart decision. We've been able to keep things like stomach bugs and all of that out of the school. So those are just good decisions that were made in general and things that have helped us across the board. Service, such a huge part of who we are, and it's been a big year of service. We don't ever want to lose that. It's so much a part of who we are as a school and as a parish, as a community. So one of the things that we did over Christmas, this past Christmas, we teamed up with Feeding Children Everywhere. And they came on campus, and while everyone left to go on Christmas break, all out there, we came together and we started off. Our very first day of Christmas break was spent together. We were able to provide food and toiletries and some games and toys, actually, to 400 families. And so we had a little drive-through where they were able to come through and they were able to pick up for that first day. We teamed up together, and then we had one of our sixth graders who came and met with me. I just love our kids, and they will come and set up appointments with me. They're kind of like corporate meetings on a smaller scale. And so I had one of the sixth graders come and meet with me and wanted to work together so that we could have a toy drive. They actually have a toy drive. They work with Athletes Connection, and they have a toy drive in District 5, in the Jongyang Parkway area. And so we were able, she said, you know, I really think we can help more families if we had the toy drive, if some of us could help here at the school. So as it turned out, we rallied together. We had so many toys that we were able to give toys out with Feeding Children Everywhere. And then we were able to take anything that wasn't distributed on that day. We packed them up into trucks and cars, drove to the Jongyang Parkway area, and we were able to then distribute what we had remaining to that area as well. And this was all because a sixth grader came and said, I think we can make a bigger difference than what we're making. Whew. So aside from that, other things that we have done, I know, oh, it gets better. I mean, that's amazing. It keeps going is what I should say. So this Lenten season, we had 3 students that came to us. They wrote me a note, and they said that they wanted to see if we could collectively get donations for Ukraine. And what they said was, we think that we need to raise $40,000 because $40,000 is the equivalent of $1 million in Ukraine. And so if we could do that along with 40,000 being that representative of the money, it's also through the 40 days of Lent. And so they said this, we kind of smiled and warmed our hearts and said a prayer of thanksgiving, and then Father Charlie got it and was so excited. And he said, no, we need to do this, and we need to join together as a parish, as a school. So together we have combined donations through the Lenten season as our almsgiving, and we have already, and we're just now bringing in the money from the school donations that people have kept at home. So far we have raised over $50,000 together to send. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then I'm excited to share, we haven't really, you get to be the first ones to hear all of this, so you can go home and say, hey, I got the scoop. So I'm excited to share that this May we have a special project. Again, we are teaming up with UCF, and they have a special project called Go Baby Go. Go Baby Go helps us we actually rewire the electronic cars, those little like Barbie cars, you know, these ones you see everybody driving out there. And so we rewire motorized vehicles so that those students, so that we make them accessible for young children with motor impairments. And so our 7th graders actually went out on a field trip to UCF. They were able to check out the amazing work that's being done out there at an innovative lab. Love that, right? I want to have an innovative lab. And so they were able to see all of that. They're actually going to be working with some of our parent volunteers and our teachers and rewiring all of the work that will go into those cars. Our entire school is going to be taking part in this. So one grade level will be designing the car. They had PVC piping and some of those pool noodles to cushion as the little ones are driving their cars. We will have a group that will make a car wash. We have another group that's making communication boards, and so those communication boards will be used for young children who come on campus to use our playground. We're going to have harness play dates. And so those that have motor impairments, they will be able to use the harnesses, and they're able to play on our playground, and they'll work with our kiddos and use the communication boards to point to the things that they want to do. So it will help them with communication, it will help them with mobility, and then we'll have our Go Baby Go race out on the track, and our little ones, 0, 1, 2, 3. If you know of anyone who would benefit from this, we're taking our applications right now and trying to find our special ones in our parish who might need them. But they just get in that little car with the press of a button, off they go. And they're able to, just like all of our kiddos that we see who don't have those motor impairments, they're able to go on get the show on the road. They're able to take off. And they say that these are some of the first smiles that they see from the kids. It is a wonderful project that we are so blessed to be a part of, and really, really excited about this for our little people, our young people here. Oh, all right, so we always like to hear yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So where are we headed? How's our enrollment? How are we looking? Don't listen to the noise out there. Not even about St. Mary Magdalene is strong and alive and kicking, and if you hear things on the news that say, don't listen to, that's all noise. Our Catholic schools are strong and vibrant, and we are doing amazing things, but here at St. Mary Magdalene Catholic School, our enrollment is strong. This is actually the first time, get the word out. If you've got your kindergartners that are coming in, get it in fast, because we've taken all of our applications and we're starting our waiting list. In kindergarten, it's the earliest that we have ever started our waiting list for kindergarten. So I'm so excited. We have been working on our Early Learning Center and really wanting to make sure that our Early Learning Center families know that they are a part of the school as well. And we have 90% of our pre-K 4-year-olds coming over to our school now, which is very exciting. And on the other end, we are one of the top schools for the number of students that we send to Bishop Moore Catholic High School. So the commitment to Catholic education is very strong and vibrant in our families. And we thank you for supporting that for our kids again and again. So we thank you for being here this morning. Father Charlie said, I know Ms. Rotz is going to say the same thing. So she's going to say, look at this, it's a full church. And at the time I'm thinking, look at this, it's a full church. So excited, because this shows our commitment not just to Catholic education, but it shows the commitment to faith and family. We are losing that. We're losing that, and we don't want to lose it, and we've got that here. So we continue to instill that into our kids. Faith does not mean we are not going to face challenges in life. It is what gets us through them when we do. We know this, and our kids know this, and our kids live this each and every day. So thank you for your commitment to Catholic education. Thank you for your commitment to our school, and thank you for your presence today, because they love having you here. There is so much buzz on this campus today because they're excited for you. You are the rock stars. So if you are here visiting them today, they love having you with us. So for the rest of this morning, you actually will have an opportunity to go back to the classrooms in just a moment. They've planned little activities for you. On your way out the door, there are two things. You'll have a little gift from us, and also a flyer that will show you some places that you can stop along the way. This is new, so if you've been here in the past, we're trying to shake things up. So please don't hesitate to look on there. It will tell you some places where there are some little activities for you to do. I want to thank you, because we did change our time, and we moved it to 8:30 because we have the Chrism Mass today that all of our priests are going to, and Father Charlie desperately wanted to be here with all of you. So thank you for making that, for being so flexible, the name of the game in education, right? Thank you for being so flexible, and as a result, you have more places that you get to visit. So all of our special area teachers are in different locations. There is a little flyer that will share that with you. And then starting at 10:45, if you have purchased a lunch, a picnic lunch, those lunches will be available as of 10:45 in the cafeteria. They're going to be in there by this child's last name. And so you can go on in there and you can pick up your lunches if you ordered those. And then you may picnic anywhere on campus. The art room, the picnic tables, the classrooms, indoors, outdoors, anywhere that you would like, you can picnic. And then at about 11:40, I will be making an announcement for you to take the kiddos back to the classroom, or if you've signed them out for the day, you can take them for the day. That's entirely up to you. But there was a sign-out sheet for teachers, and so you can always change your mind if you weren't taking them before. That's entirely up to you. All right, I know they've been so patient, and I think We are. I think I've covered all of my notes. It is a blessing and a pleasure to be here with all of you. Thank you for the gift of Catholic education. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. And then at this time, you can go ahead and head to classrooms.